So we've got some multi-jurisdictional stuff going on. Chris Tugwell.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to read. Because I don't have three hands. My name is Chris Tugwell. I'm chairman of the Mid-Murray Land Care Committee, and I'm a playwright. I'm not an astronomer, and I couldn't tell you a nebula from a black hole. I'm not a local either. I don't live in the Mid-Murray region, although we do have a property there. But before I tell you what a blow-in like me is doing to try and create a River Murray Dark Sky Reserve, I'd like to give you some examples of the effects the reserve has already had on the Mid-Murray area. A 9-year-old girl who was one of the almost 150 community members who came to our first information night was asked at school the next day to design her ideal playground. She included a lying down space to watch the stars. That same night, the local football club offered to turn off the practice lights at the open. The local Indigenous community began planning nighttime tours at Tugwell, the most sacred site of the area, to tell their stories and rediscover the connection with the 5,000-year-old star tower on the before. On a more practical level, houseboat operators and holiday house rentals have begun including telescopes in their packages. And the power Murray Princess on board.
No idea why. Just try again.
That's the normal power. And that's the Murray Princess. At least one local farmer has restored a ruined cottage as a dark sky B&B. Tour operators are including a dark sky experience in their nocturnal animal tour. And as you've already heard, many Asians are quite difficult to speak when those lights are turned off. There are astrophotography tours being run from the Animal Hotel, and limousine tours are now including dark sky locations. The Astronomical Society of South Australia has become an important partner in this project. And because Suburban Light is encroaching on their observatory in North Adelaide, they now hold monthly members' meetings at Meldanda outdoor site. The first commercial observatory is already being built within the reserve. And due to the region's very low level of radio, the Astronomical Society has also moved its radio telescope into the region. This is part of the worldwide solar research project called the EAST System. Several computerized telescopes have been donated to us for use in the reserve, and we will use it National Science Week this year. A permanent sky quality meter has been donated by UniSA and now provides readings 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And readings at Meldanda here have been 21.85 or higher. A cloud monitor sensor has also been donated and set up in Meldanda, providing constant readings. As well as this, but what it shows is the green part on the edge of the image is air glow. And all that is before we receive accreditation. Many locals have said to me they never thought they did anything special. We see the Milky Way out at that door every night. Isn't it wonderful? Well, in some ways, darkness has never been regarded as part of the environment. It's just there. The sun always sets and there's always night. Ever present, a predictable, inevitable night. But I don't have to tell you about evolution, you know that. And because our dark sky research focus, the mid-Murray community is starting to understand that where they live isn't the middle of nowhere, it's among the darkest places on Earth. And they're very proud. I'll take you back a step. In 2015, I saw a story about on the ABC about a tiny Victorian town called Sea Lake, and how they transformed themselves from almost a ghost town with the only things they had: a salt lake and a dark sky. It took a few selfies to post it on Facebook, and the tourists flooded in. If Sea Lake could do it, why not us? So where is it? Which is famous for the 30-metre limestone cliffs and beach. And they are on almost every tourist brochure you see. This isn't a tourist brochure. This is the view from our property. When do we move in here? The River Murray Dark Sky Reserve will cover 3,000 square kilometres on the eastern side of the Mount Rocky Ranges. This map always surprised me because I never expected it. It will stretch from Bow Hill and Young Country south to Bunchtown and Sturt Highway. One reason that the reserve is going to be so large is small communities, as many opportunities as possible. The average population in this area is growing. The proposed reserve has about 10,000 hectares of untouched woodland, including a number of conservation parks, as well as private reserves like Yucamara and Marundi. It also has typical rural farming, consisting mainly of broadacre. The dark sky reserve is made up of 4 sites, surrounded by buffalo and dark sky vegetation. And our reserve will have more than one of 4 sites. Swan Ridge Conservation Park will be at the centre. It's an exceptionally dark area, but it has basically no whatsoever. That's very good for keeping it dark. That's very bad. But we have Meldander. Meldander is a 100-acre property that bequeathed to Canberra Primary School 20 years and is managed by Mid-Murray. It's open 24 hours a day and offers students and the community a chance to learn about native wildlife, revegetation, indigenous foods and medicines, native grasses and butterflies. It's one of the few places and as I mentioned before, some probably thought staying here was marvelous with this idea. Haven't got enough to do protecting, looking after weeds and feral animals. Well, I wanted to say, and when I first raised the idea, I thought it's too weird, too offbeat, too far outside our usual activities. But I explained it this way, that dark sky accreditation is a bit like World Heritage listing for the night sky. And instead of howls of laughter, there was enthusiastic support, not just from the Land Care Committee, but the Mid-Murray Council. They voted unanimously to support that application, Not only that, he gave us money to help us write the application, and they've agreed to a lighting demonstration site. This is a rural population where young people are moving away for lack of opportunities. I see the reserve as working as an umbrella for an array of community and scientific reserve activities. Tourism is already strong in the region with over 250,000 visitors a year, but almost all are in summer. In winter. That means year-round rather than start. But as I said earlier, I'm not having strong. I didn't know anything about using gardens, seeds, I just had so I needed to and the only people I heard about touring about I got in touch and they gave me the name of Adelaide from but they didn't know anything about it. Who is he? I'm not even a scientist. Is it another waste of time, another dead end? Has he got any idea what he's taken on? No. What I didn't know was that two of them were full-time professional astronomers. They all been involved in efforts like this before, but to their great credit, they decided to work with me. When I outlined my grand plan for the reserve to be roughly 2,500 square kilometres, and it's grown since then, I think they realised it. I'm glad to say they agreed to help. And when I expected to express my lack of knowledge, they said, "We'll see." I was also put in touch with a mate who had a place on the river in astronomy in his retirement, and I didn't think that sounded terribly promising, but it turned out to be controversial, the former chief scientist of South Australia. A man with direct access to the Premier, and very used to getting things from very reluctant politicians. And they gave me a massive amount of homework about darkness measuring, sky quality, light management plans, all that to get my head around. And so far, it's been easier than anything I've ever taken on in theatre. Preliminary measurements. And you can see on this graph that it drops. Oh. Yeah. The reason that drops is because the Milky Way rises and makes it actually rise. So ever since they come up with scientific papers, measurements, satellite data, airflow data, all strange and all of that proves that we are much darker than places in Europe, such as this the local council has been amazing, taking like maps, data, light industry, and approved light management policy. But what's it got to do with land? Many of you have already talked about the impact of blue light, and I won't repeat that. But if it's like short night signal summer. Recent studies in Spain by the ANU have shown that urban light can change such as qualities, wombats, and Western Sydney Hospital, which is So you see, it's not just about the land or the amazing beauty of the night sky in our area. It's all connected. The sky and the land, the wildlife and us. And the this has been an immensely empowering something that came from the community itself. It's tapping to a level of connection is deeply embedded. Thank you. And I hope that we have news about our reserve very soon.
Question from great success.
You mentioned that the river itself. I think the one on the left. I think I'm not sure actually where that was taken, but it could have been the Barossa. Yeah.
That was terrific. What do you put down the reasoning for the unsuccessful attempts before, and what's the reason for you having this success now?
Well, I don't want to jump ahead and say that we have succeeded. We're still in the process. Yeah. But I think partly it came from scientists who didn't really actually realise the impact it could have on the community. And what I've been struck by is the amazing delight people have in embracing this. When I walk into the council offices, they want to tell me something about the dark sky that they've just seen just recently. We had a lunar eclipse event, we've had two, of course, this year, and we had over 50 people for both of those. One was early morning breakfast, and it was amazing. People got up and they travelled out to see the eclipse. And they didn't just go out their back door, they came to join us. So I think it's that level, that community level, that's made it work.
How your work inspired the scientists trying to revive the old projects in dark sky status?
There are other projects happening. There is a plan for a reserve in the Kings Ranges, and I think there's also one down in the Lake Alexander Green Coorong area. That's an older project that struggled to get council support. The advantage we've got is we're working with one council, and some of our land care committee are councillors, and so they've heard about it as a land care issue and then gone to the council and talk about it. Councillors have told me that it's the only, whenever it comes up, it's the only thing they all agree on. So that gives us a huge advantage.
Good hands again.
Yeah.